Previously in Mahabharata, the forests of Ekachakra once trembled with fear. Then came a cart, a warrior, and a silence that followed the fall of a Rakshasa. Bhima had slain Bakasura. The people rejoiced. But the 5 brothers and their mother did not stay, for their story was not meant to rest in shadows. Far to the west in the kingdom of Panchala, another chapter waited, sealed in a bow, guarded by pride, and held in the hands of kings. In the courtyards of Ekachakra, brāhmaṇas from distant lands spoke of a great contest in Panchala. King Drupada had announced the Swayamvara of his daughter Draupadi. Not by birthright, but by skill would she choose a husband. At the center stood a bow, tall, unstrung and waiting. The task was not simple. The archer had to lift the bow, string it with force, and then strike a target that hung above, rotating on a wheel. The archer was required to aim not by direct sight, but by observing its reflection in a pan of water below. Only that man would win her hand. The challenge was no less than a trap for pride. Still disguised as wandering brāhmaṇas, the Pandavas and Kunti joined the flow of pilgrims, moving toward Panchala. The path was long but quiet. No one recognized them. No one questioned them. They walked with the silence of fire covered in ash. But in each step, destiny grew louder. In the grand assembly of Panchala, kings and warriors filled the seats like thunderclouds. Among them, Duryodhana, Shalya, Karna, and rulers from every direction. At the center stood a mighty bow, tall as a man and curved like judgment itself. And beside it stood Draupadi, born of fire, holding a garland of choice. One by one, the proud came forward. They tried. They strained. The bow did not yield. Sweat replaced arrogance. The crowd watched, first in awe, then in scorn. From among the brāhmaṇas, a youth rose, slender, calm. It was Arjuna. The kings laughed. Some brāhmaṇas encouraged him, but he walked forward, eyes fixed, breath steady. Without hesitation, Arjuna lifted the bow. It bent, it sang, and it obeyed. He strung it, took aim, released. The target shattered. The silence broke. Draupadi smiled and walked toward him. Her garland found its place. The court erupted, not in joy, but in protest. A brāhmaṇa has stolen the bride of warriors, cried some. Swords were drawn. But before the chaos could rise, Bhima stepped forward. With only his presence, the ground seemed to lean his way. Loud some. The brothers formed a wall. No words, only readiness. The kings hesitated, then stepped back. It was then that Drishtadyumna, son of Drupada, stepped in. With calm authority, he parted the crowd and led the victorious stranger and his brothers away in safety. Under cover of noise and disbelief, the brāhmaṇas left. Among them walked Draupadi, not beside a king, but beside those who carried no banners, wore no crowns, and answered no titles. Drupada watched from his throne. In his eyes, suspicion stirred like wind behind curtains. Coming next, that evening in a modest hut, 5 brothers brought home a woman born from flame. "See what we have brought, mother," they said. Without looking, she spoke the words that would shape history. "Share it equally among yourselves."